This is your sign to lock in, my bro. I know you want to live that life, my bro, where you have the financial freedom, the location freedom, and most importantly, the time freedom. Then why aren't you doing anything to achieve these aspirations? Stop waiting around for the perfect time, day, or opportunity. Start taking action today. Before we get into the video, don't forget to check out my productivity coaching program. In this program, I'll help young men like you become more productive and transform your life through one-on-one coaching, personalized programs, 100% accountability, and continuous communication along the way. If you're ready to achieve your dreams and goals, check out the link in the description below. You see, me, you, and everyone else, we all have these big aspirations. We all want to be rich, famous, this, that, the third. All of us desire to be financially free, not being tied to one location, and working on our own time. But the only way to actually get there is to start taking action and set up a business. You see, the thing is, I can guarantee you, if you pluck out 9 out of 10 people in the middle of the street, they'll all say, yeah, I want to be rich, I want this, I want that. But then when you ask them, what are they actually doing to achieve their goals? What tangible actions they're doing, to get them towards their goal, they'll look at you in silence. And I know if I ask you, bro, you'll give the exact same response. You'll look at me in silence and then maybe after say, oh, it's because of this, oh, it's because of that. But the thing is, all these reasons you may say as to why you haven't started are just excuses to cope with your laziness, to cover the fact that you haven't taken action. Because at the end of the day, there isn't a genuine reason why someone can't start. Everyone can start. You see, a couple years ago, I was exactly like this. I was that person that said, I'll start this, but never ended up starting it. For example, back in April, May 2021, I wanted to start an Instagram page on activism. So whatever problems and issues people were facing across the world, I'll bring them to light on this new page. And I remember so vividly talking about it with my friend. I was like, how many followers do you think I should get at the end of the year? We're making all these predictions, goals, whatnot. I even asked another friend, how do I make this better? How do I make it sound like it's more professional? So I was telling everyone, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. Everyone knew what I was going to do, but I never took action. I was like, yeah, I'm going to release it later. I'm going to release it later. Or I'm going to send it to those group chats later. I'll let everyone know much later on. And you know what happened? I never done it. I never took action. All I did was ended up stalling on taking action. And at the time, it was my dream to be an activist. And the reason for this was because I was scared of what other people would think. I was worried of what other people would say about the thing I was about to start. And at the time, I would cope and say, I'll do it this time, I'll do it then, I'll do it then. But eventually, it never happened. I never took action. Also, at the time, I was suffering from mental health issues like agitation, anxiety, and depression. So it made it much harder to get past that mental block. However, the thing is, these doubts and worries are natural. Because even when my mental health was very good in May 2023, it improved drastically in the last 2 years, I still worried about what people would say and think about me. So basically, me and my good friend, we started a podcast on self-improvement. And at the time, I was like, I'm the Sigma male. I don't care what people think. I don't care what they'll say. I'll just do it and start it. However, after he finished editing it and he sent me an intro video to post it on my social media, I'll be real, I was stalling. You know what's the funniest thing? I didn't post it on my story for a couple hours. I was like, I'll do it later. So the thing is, I had this video in my camera roll that I needed to release. I needed to show the people that, yo, I'm gonna start a podcast soon. Make sure to check it out. But I was stalling for no reason at all. And this has continued to occur no matter what I've started. No matter what venture or business I began. For example, when I launched my first business, an Islamic attire brand, I was stalling on when to launch it. The thing is, I completely finalized the website the day before, around 8-9 p.m. But I was like, you know what? I'll release it the next day. And the next day, I was stalling for a couple hours until I finally launched it at 12. You know what's the funniest thing? This is literally a way to make money. This is literally a means to an end. But I was stalling, thinking, oh, what would that person say? Or what would this person say? I was worried what other people would think, that I'm trying to change my life and make something out of it. You see how your lizard brain tries to stop you by any means necessary. You see, the thing is, we have two voices in our head. The lizard brain that will try and stop you to do the right thing. It will tell you to lie in, to go on your phone, to eat that junk food, to do all the bad habits. all the instant gratification activities. It will try and stop you from achieving all your goals because it wants you to live that comfortable life. Then you'll have your other voice that'll say, no, we need to be disciplined. We need to wake up early. We need to eat eggs instead of pastry. We need to sit down and do work instead of going on our phone. And the thing is, right now, that lizard brain is much stronger and potent. And the reason for this is because you've given it so much power. You've allowed it to constantly win over your lifetime. So nowadays, when you actually want to do something productive, you simply can't because your lizard brain is so powerful. It sways you easily. However, from today onwards, from this moment onwards, you need to stop listening to your lizard brain and start taking action. Lock in. The thing is, we all know what we want to do in life. There is a few people that are genuinely stuck on what to do, but the vast majority of people have a plan. They know what they want to do or have a rough idea. So therefore, it's time to start taking action. It's time to do the tasks that move the needle, that get you from A to B. The thing is, we need to destroy certain beliefs that are stopping you from achieving your goals. Firstly, we have to take away the idea that people will say negative comments. The thing is, when you're on the final stages of your life and you're on your deathbed about to die, that person that you think will say something negative won't even be there. So why do you give his words power? Why do you care what he thinks? Why what he says or what you think he'll say stops you from taking action? Think about it. The thing is, you should not care what someone says or thinks, because at the end of the day, this is your life and not theirs. You see these so-called people that you think will hate on you. The only reason they do it, if they do it, is because there's an innate problem within themselves. They know you're trying to do something while they're stuck doing nothing. You know what's the funniest thing though? People respect you more. When they see you're trying to do this, you're trying to do that, you're trying to make something out of your life, they'll be like, yeah, this guy's actually serious. He's trying to do something. And I can prove this because this has happened to me. So over the last 9 months, I've consistently posted on TikTok every day. And the thing is, people start to text me and message me, how do I wake up early? How do I plan my day? How do I become more productive? How do I become more consistent? All these questions because they know I'm doing something. Furthermore, whenever I've launched something, such as the podcast, the business, or the social media page, all I've received is monumental support. Meanwhile, the hate, the negative comments, and the backlash was at a minimal. I didn't even care about it. So this is just a myth that your lizard brain tells you to stop you from achieving your goals. Another thing that stops people is perfectionism. That you need the perfect plan, all the expertise in the world, or you need to be good at it to start taking action. This is all BS. However, this is just another excuse people tell themselves to make them feel better that they're not taking action. Because the thing is, whenever someone started a business, a social media, or whatever the case may be, they've never been good at it, let alone perfect. So why do you care? They were never an expert when they first started. They definitely weren't the finished article when they started. The thing is, that first product was mediocre. That first video was poor. And you see, that website was terrible at the start. But you know the difference between them and you is that they never gave up. They took action and became consistent. The thing is, if you look at all these YouTubers, and you look at their very first video, they may have taken it down, they may have not. But if they have it still up, look at it and compare it to nowadays. You see the night and day difference. If you generally sit down and watch their first video, you'll see the camera quality is poor. They're awkward on camera and the editing is subpar. And the reason for this is because they knew when they started, they won't be the best. They knew that it won't be of good quality. But one thing they did have is that belief that it will improve over time, that they'll get better. I can literally prove this to you. So in October 2023, I began posting daily for a TikTok channel regarding history and political news. When I first began, everything was poor. The quality was alright, but everything else, the editing, the transitions, how I spoke on camera, was subpar, was very poor. However, over time, I improved and got better. And you look at my latest videos in comparison to my first, is night and day difference again. The same thing happens when you try to learn how to drive. You'll never know how to drive a car, no matter how much theory you learn. Yeah, you can watch YouTube videos, but you'll never actually learn when you test yourself. When you go on the motorway, the dual carriageway, the main road, the roundabout. That's where you actually learn. That's how you gain the valuable experience and expertise to actually drive. The same thing applies to any venture you ever start. You'll never be an expert no matter how much knowledge you gain. Because at the end of the day, no matter how many videos you watch or books you read, there'll be so many problems and issues you've never thought about that will come about. However, don't be scared about it, because these are the things that will make you grow and get better. The way that YouTuber got better is because he found issues and problems with his editing, with his camera, with the way he spoke on camera. These issues and problems are the only way you grow and get better. The next reason is the fear of failure, which a lot of people have. As humans, we inherently want security and protection. However, you need to change your mindset and go all in. Because if you have that cloud above your head and think, oh, what happens if it doesn't do well? What happens if I fail? You're going to put in less effort. You're subconsciously going to be like, oh, I don't need to do this because I know I'm going to fail, or I have that fear of failing. You need to say, I'm going full force at it, because no matter the outcome, it can never be a failure. Let me tell you why. The thing is, you may have wasted a bit of money, but you gain valuable experience during that time. So it was never a waste of time. And you see that valuable experience and knowledge on business, it can be applied to your next venture. So it's never a waste of time. At the end of the day, my bro, the only person that cares about your life is you. The only person in your life that tries to make a difference, that tries to move the needle from A to B, is yourself. No one else is coming to save you. The thing is, life as a man is hyper competitive. The money you want, the cars you want, the house you want, and the bin you want, everyone else wants. Millions of other people want. So you have a choice, my bro, to lock in, start taking action. Whatever the outcome is, it'll always be good. Or do you want to continue to be stuck in the same place for years to come? Do you want to be at home thinking, I could do this, I could do that, while other people you see, like your friends, your peers, and other people around you, taking action? Don't be that guy. The choice is yours, my bro. Lock in and start taking action, or someone else will beat you.